Hey guys, what is up? So today, firstly I really enjoyed doing my reaction video to the Why Eat in a Day video from a few years ago, and then I thought, why not react to like really old skincare videos? So that's what today's video is going to be. So I'm not going to chat, let's get straight on into it. So I found a really old morning skincare routine. I think this would have been at a point when my acne was not happy with me. Oh, cute headband. What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys are all having a really good Christmas so far. So today I'm finally
I completely understand when people say I talk really fast.
So long, I'm so sorry it's taken me a while, but I really just wanted to wait until I had my routine down. I really loved it, and when I share it with you, that these products are products I really do love and use every single day, and I see a big difference in my skin with. And in today's video I'm also going to be going through how I oil cleanse using hemp oil.
Oh my god, I actually feel out of breath watching myself. Slow down, girl, slow down.
Okay, so recently the first step I like to do in the morning is actually cleanse my face first with a little bit of micellar water. And I've been using the Garnier Skin Active Micellar Cleansing Water. And I take a little bit of this on a cotton round and I just cleanse over my face just to kind of get off any residue or anything that's just like accumulated on my face since I last washed it the night before. I then go in with my favourite discovery, which is hemp oil. Now, in some of my other videos I've spoken about hemp oil before. Hemp oil is actually on the comedogenic scale, it's actually a 0. So compared to some other oils.
Right, let's just pause here for a second. Morning skincare routine. What I've learned as I got older, less is more, especially in the morning. It really depends on your skin type. If you're very oily skin type, then yeah, a morning cleanse might be really beneficial for you, just to make sure there's no bacteria and oils just accumulating on the skin. Now, my skin type was more combination, and what I've learned about my personal skin type is that in the morning, actually not cleansing my skin and just refreshing it with water is much better for my skin, and my skin is much calmer, happier and well balanced. The biggest thing I see a lot of the time with clients is over stripping the skin, and using that micellar water in the morning, that is potentially what I was doing at this point in time. I mean, the fact that I'm following it up with hemp oil is a whole other topic, because I mean, firstly, I would never recommend an oil cleanse in the morning anymore. Like, I don't know why I was doing this back then. It's too thick and heavy for the skin, especially for acne prone skin, to be doing it in the morning. It's not necessary. Oil cleansing is really more for removing makeup. It's really great in the evening cleanse, and I love an oil cleanse in the evening, but in the morning, not a good idea, especially on acne prone skin. And number two, that we'll watch it in a minute, but this hemp oil, I am right when I say, you know, it is the lowest on the comedogenic scale, so it is a really great oil for acne prone skin. So if you want to make your own oil cleanser, then this is the oil I would recommend. But like I said, just do it in the evening. But the biggest tip I now know with doing this is you do need another cleanse afterwards to make sure that residue is removed. So the fact that I've done micellar water and then the hemp oil cleansing is just, I don't understand that. That does not make any sense. If you were going to use these as a duo, you want to switch the order around and do the hemp oil and then the micellar water. But to be honest with you, nowadays I don't use either, because I find micellar water actually to be too stripping, and then hemp oil, I just use my pie cleansing oil, and I like it because I like a cleansing oil which has a natural emulsifier, so when water touches it, it makes sure all the residue has been removed. Whereas with a straight oil, it's harder to really make sure that residue has been removed, and if you haven't removed it properly, it can build up and be problematic. So they're just my initial thoughts, but let's just keep going.
This is definitely a good one to go for if you are prone to clogged pores and all that kind of stuff, because it ain't gonna clog your pores. It's also so healing. Oh, that's gross, there's a hair on it. It's also really healing, really good to help get rid of like acne scars, marks, all that kind of stuff. And oil is just so good for our skin. It is so anti-aging as well, like getting really into the skin, nourishing it, plumping it out. So many benefits to hemp oil. I'll let you guys go like research, Google it, have a little look into it. I use the Granovita hemp oil. Now this is the one that I personally have found I like the most so far. I have
just want to quickly throw in there, oil, I do stand by, that is fantastic for the skin, but the key thing is just getting the right oil for your skin, like type. So that's the most important thing, because obviously if you're an acne prone skin and then you just choose, let's say, like an avocado oil, that's going to be way too rich for your skin. So you've got to make sure you have the right oil for your skin type and use it in the right way.
So I like to take probably about a 2p coin size amount on my hands, and I just rub it between my fingers and I start working it into the skin.
What I use now.
I love spending time at this point massaging it into my skin. I also notice that any kind of maybe blackheads that are coming out of my skin start to loosen up and come out, and you can kind of feel them coming out of your skin. It's a little bit like grainy, like grits of sand. It's kind of gross, but at the same time it's really satisfying because you feel like you're really cleansing your skin well, and the oil on your skin just feels so nice, and it's so good to massage your skin to like get the blood stimulation going. In the morning, by the way, I don't actually put it over my eyes. I actually leave my eyes because I find I don't like the residue left over, especially if I'm going to go on and do eye makeup. Anyway, so once I've done that, I then take a muslin cloth. Now I have been loving these cloths. These are by Emma Hardy. So I take the cloth and I soak it into some warm water, not too hot, but just warm enough. One side is like a microfiber cloth and the other side is a muslin cloth. So in the morning, I love the microfiber side because it's so much softer and it's not.
Can we just pause there? Can you see the texture on my skin? So you kind of see it kind of all on the kind of apples of the cheeks, and then it also kind of comes down towards the mouth, kind of like in this region. Like, this is what I mean. This hemp oil in the morning was probably actually a bit more problematic. Yeah, because I would have been doing this morning and night. Scratching my skin or too harsh in the morning. And then I like to flip over the muslin cloth and I take that and I go over my nose. What I'm doing right now is the kind of thing you want to do in the evening. Kind of stuff. Like, this is what I do in the evening. Use a cleanser and then remove it with my cloth. You touch it, like, there is no roughness on my nose whatsoever, and it's all down to this oil and this muslin cloth. It is amazing. I also like to take the muslin cloth and I actually like to give my lips a little bit of exfoliation, and I find especially in the winter time it's amazing with the oil. It's really, really nourishing. I like to use at the minute the Dr. Jackson's No. 2, and it's actually the night cream that you can use this as a day and night cream. Now this is really weird for me because usually I hate cream moisturizers. I find them way too heavy on my skin and usually they break me out, but this stuff is literally magic. I am obsessed with this moisturizer. The first thing to note about it is you only need a very, very tiny amount. So I literally take maybe like my little fingernail size, like such a small amount, maybe even less than that. What I've actually been mixing it in with is the Oskia City Life Booster, and these are the Intense Anti-Pollution Defense Concentrate. Now these are quite pricey. I think they're like £110, but if you want a cheaper alternative, The Ordinary, I believe, do sell a bottle of, how do you say it, niacinamide or something like that? Niacinamide? I don't know. But I'll write it on the screen. But The Ordinary one is a lot cheaper, and I've been told by a lot of people it is basically a really, really good dupe for this. So what I do is I take the No. 2 moisturizer. Firstly, that moisturizer, I did love it. Absolutely amazing cream. But the only thing I've got to bear in mind is that I was using, like I said, like the little finger nail size, which to be honest with you as a moisturizer, it's just really not enough to really cover my skin and properly moisturize the skin. So it would have been much better actually just having a lighter weight moisturizer, which I could have properly used for my skin, and would have been much more better for my skin barrier and more nourishing. And also the joke of this moisturizer is I've stopped using this because once I then discovered that my skin, body, everything hates coconut, I then looked and found that there was actually, I think, coconut in this moisturiser, so I stopped using it and my skin really cleared up as well. No. 2, the Oskia. So this is like an anti-pollution drop. I was living in London at the time, so I was surrounded by a lot of pollution, and I actually found this so effective on my skin. So obviously I've just mentioned there must have been niacinamide, but I also remember there was EUK 134, which again you can get by The Ordinary. Now, just to follow up on what I've just said about the niacinamide from The Ordinary, I did not get on with that product. That product made me break out so much. I have a whole video on it. I'll link it down below. It was actually from around the similar time of this, because I think after I ran out of the Oskia bottle, I then went and tried that, and it did not work for my skin. The formula of that product was so bad. But this is where the lesson is learned, because it's down to the formula, because niacinamide as an ingredient is now one of my absolute favourites. I have it in my serums and my moisturiser. It is amazing. It's done wonders for my skin. It's less oily, far less breakouts, and I really love it as an ingredient. It's very repairing as well. So yeah, it's down to formula, not necessarily the ingredient. By Dr. Jackson, pop it on my hands, put 2 drops of the Oskia anti-pollution drops, and then I just massage that between my fingers just to loosen it all up together, and then I start to work that, kind of go over my chin first. But looking at this, I'm putting this on top of what's already on my skin, which was hemp oil, so it's just a lot of rich
really much on my forehead, because my forehead is kind of like my oily, like prone to oiliness area, and I don't like putting too much product up there, and I just find for me that's works best. I don't need to put a load of moisturiser up there, so I just miss that bit out. The thing I love about this,
which by the way, does that not just tell you if your forehead is clearer when you're not putting product on it, does that not tell you that your product might be aggravating your skin?
it doesn't make my face oily and greasy and shiny afterwards. Like, it's really hydrating and nourishing, but it doesn't leave that shiny, like oily residue. It just sinks into the skin, and I can't tell you guys the difference in my skin since using these products. This number 2, like Dr. Jackson's night cream.
Right, let's skip forward. I'm just talking about product. Oh my god, and that is literally my whole routine. So we've got no SPF. We've got no hydration. We've also got no like toners, which again aren't essential, but it's something that I do use now. So yeah, it's a very, I mean, it's not a great routine if I'm going to be honest. If you want to see have I got my most recent skincare routine up? If I've got it up, I'll pop it in a description box. If not, I'll film it very soon and pop that up for you so you can see my current skincare routine. But now, key elements of my morning routine for me is hydration. So a really good hyaluronic acid serum I love, but at the moment I'm loving also vitamin C. I love the Preto vitamin C, which actually has hyaluronic in and niacinamide as well, so I love that. So I love a serum. I don't wash my face in the morning. It's too stripping for my skin, and my skin is far more balanced and calm without it, so I don't do that. And instead I just refresh my skin with my Pi Century Flower Tonic, which is with lotus flower. It's really calming and just really lovely way to just prep the skin. So yeah, I do that, then the serum, and then I pop on like a moisturiser or SPF. So that's a really key important step. So yeah, back then I wasn't using SPF whatsoever, which I know a lot of people, especially like Hiram for example, would be absolutely cringing at. But yeah, I really just thought all SPFs would just break me out, and they did. But now I found ones like the Preto one, but I'm actually looking for a new one because obviously there's issues now with the SPF in that, like the actual number of it. But yeah, I found other ones like Korean ones which are much better suited for my skin. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it provided a little bit of entertainment, but also a little bit of skin education as well. But I hope you guys have a wonderful day. If you haven't already, make sure you click the subscribe button, and if there's any videos you want to see on my channel, please let me know. I post videos every Wednesday and Sunday. Anyway, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Mwah. Bye.